Guys, it's Mary. And be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below, y'all. Today we are going to be talking about put a ring on it. Owen has finally put the video out, so we were able to watch it finally. And what do I think about the couples and the new therapist?
It is going to be rude.
It's going to be a mess. I mean, the therapist has a mom who had 5 divorces. Her grandmother had 3 divorces.
Yes.
And her father had multiple marriages.
She doesn't even say how many he has.
He just said multiple. Yeah. I thought it was interesting.
Very interesting that she has gotten a peek at these marriages like that. Now, but she did not say how many marriages she had or if she is married. She did not say that.
I did see that.
Did you notice? It's only now that you're saying it that I'm thinking, wait a minute, she did not say how many marriages she had. But it doesn't matter. I like her.
Yeah.
I like her. I think she's going to keep them honest.
Yeah.
And really get down into the nitty-gritty to do the work that is necessary for them to get the black love that they see.
You know, my thing is, I just want to say this right here, right now. I know we're reviewing a black show. This is about black love, quote unquote.
Yes.
I feel black women find love wherever you find it.
Yes.
Do I think that we should be sitting down here trying to uphold this narrative that black love exists? No. I do not think we should be doing that at the detriment of ourselves.
No,
if you have not found it in your community, then it's totally fine to go elsewhere. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
And I also believe that we already know that black love exists. We don't have to try to put out that narrative. We have Denzel Washington and his wife. We have LeBron James and his wife. There are Russell and Sierra. Yes. We already know that it exists.
And even Russell Westbrook and his wife.
Right. And my thing is really, if you want to perpetuate that narrative, you really have to go and talk to the black men. Because really, that's who you have to go talk to. And try to tell them to continue to let the black love thing continue. Yeah. That's on them. Yeah. We know where they have been all these years.
Sometimes when I hear people say black love, it sounds to me a lot of times, I think we have this narrative that black love is struggle love. And there is a little clip, and I don't know if it's the editors or the producers changing stuff around.
Oh, that love is pain.
But I heard her say, yes, that in order to get to love, you must go through pain, because pain comes before love. I really wish she could, and maybe, as I'm sure as time goes on, she's going to expound on that, because I really want to know what that means, actually. I really need to know what she means by that.
If she means you have to struggle to get to love, then I don't want that.
Because when you look at her mom, right, had 5 husbands or got married 5 times, and then the grandmother got married 3 times, I'm sure they had dealt with some pain, but obviously the marriages did not work. Yeah. So I'm just wondering what she meant by that. So I look forward to watching this show, but I just hope it's not some struggle thing going on, because that will not be nice. One thing I like is that the difference with these guys than the other put a ring on it guys, they haven't been together for long.
Wow.
Except for the one who's been together for 5 years.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if they have actually been together for 5 years, because she said that they met before, right?
Yeah.
And then he went away for like 10 years. I guess he got married, right?
Right.
And then
he circled back around to her.
Right. Now I wonder why he circled back. Because
he knew she was always going to be there.
She will be there for him, probably to step on her neck to get to where he needs to get to, and then find the person he really wants to be with. So I got my one eye. What is the guy's name? Hold on. I got
Ricky.
My one eye on Ricky. I got my one eye on Ricky because I don't trust Ricky. Even I named Ricky. All the Rickies I've ever known has been a little shiesty. So yeah, I wonder about him. He circled back to her after he has not healed, because he hasn't healed because he says, it was really bad. The marriage. He kind of insinuates that it was the woman's fault that she cheated, and all kinds of things occurred, right? And does he have a child or something?
Yeah, I think he does.
So I just wonder to myself, did he circle back because maybe he needed a place to stay? Maybe the wife got the house.
Yeah.
He got paid child support. So maybe he needed a place to stay. So here he circled back to someone who's been there for him for the longest time.
Yeah.
You know, but even though you guys have known each other for that long, he shouldn't be confused about your relationship because he has known you for a long time. So
she
how
is
come after
confusing
5
herself
years
by staying in this relationship? And I hate this for my brown skinned sister. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely hate it. Because he does not look with those little tiny twists on his head. And obviously he is balding because the parts were too damn big. Obviously he ain't up to no good.
Well, his hair looked like how mine looked when I was holding on to my little ramen noodles on my head.
The straggly noodles. Yeah, those parts were too big. Obviously, he's on to that little hair.
And my hair was fitted like crazy.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm happy he's going to cut my hair.
Best decision.
And just bald it out and just start from the beginning.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I look at those twists on his head, I said, oh, deja vu. I remember you.
But let's talk about Dunbar and Chance.
Yes.
You know, when I saw him, first when she was telling the story, I was like,
I am a king, and I got my females doing the hunting.
Like in The Lion King, a child's movie.
See?
Get help. Seek help, brother.
When you start like using children's cartoon shows and then you kind of align yourself with that about how you are king.
And you're a lion that's on 4 legs, and you're on 2.
I know.
Oh, okay.
You, as a human being, was giving dominion over the creatures of the earth, right?
But you a lion, right?
But you align yourself to the 4-legged one, and you talk about women like actual women.
Call them females.
With the consciousness that God has given her. You talk about, I have a problem when a man starts calling women females and he actually has somebody with him.
I also have the issue with women calling women females.
Yes.
It's odd. It's actually odd.
And it's a new trend that has begun. It's almost like they're distancing.
I don't mess with females.
They're trying to disassociate, right, from
the fact that she's a woman.
Yes. And when he says females, it's like you're putting a distance.
Yeah.
Between you, because like if you say woman, my woman, it's like you're taking like it's like a possessive way of talking about a woman. Like this is my woman, but you start calling them females, and you got females. He said, not just this one woman you have. He got females hunting. Like in The Lion King. And the females... I'm a king. Well, king with no kingdom. Well, when you're a man, a mature man, I can't your wife should not be the one doing the hunting. You should be doing that. You see? But he has compared himself to an animal. To a child movie. An animal in a child movie that he's supposed to have dominion over.
God, take the wheel, man.
And you're saying this in a public forum. And I'm sure the doctor was confused.
That was embarrassing.
And that's why she corrected him when she was saying, my man, he's a man. He's a king. And the doctor says,
I know king disrespects men.
They don't disrespect people. When you're true royalty, you try to make people comfortable in your presence. You don't have to bray like the braying of an ass, right, to tell us who you are.
Yeah,
your presence and aura already carries that, and men will know who you are. You don't have to go braying it. I'm a king, and no matter how much you scream it, Chance, it don't make him that. No matter how much you say I'm a man,
well, his name is Dunbar.
Yeah, the woman. Her name is Chance, I think.
Yeah.
Is her name Chance?
Yeah, her name is Chance.
So no matter how much you scream that, so I'm happy like the doctor like let her know. This man is controlling. It is controlling.
I thought it was odd. This man came into your house. You completely sunned him. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
you showed your insecurity.
Exactly.
Had her sit on your lap. You're there holding her, groping her booty cheek, as I saw in the video. And then you tell her, no, you demand him, oh, you need to bring back some food. Ain't nothing funny. I want my food. And I'm sure the woman, as she sat down there, said, "No, it didn't affect my date. It did, because you also tried to son him. You can't hold my hand. Yes. You gotta earn that. Yes. Well, now you can hold my hand."
I know, then like after 2 steps.
And then I am sure that cause I'm sure that man had no intention of bringing his raggedy self any food. But I'm sure you sat down there and said, "Don't be his food now. His food. Don't be joking about my man." It did affect your date because you completely sunned him. Made him feel like, oh, my man is a man and this is a punk, so I'm going to treat him like a punk, really, throughout the date.
Yeah.
And then, I'm sure you sat down there and told him to bring your man food.
Yeah.
And then he brings you food. He buys it with his own money.
Yeah.
And then you tell him to get the hell out of your house.
Yeah.
That's respect. That's a man. No, that's a punk with short man syndrome.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And acting like a punk.
Yeah. It was juvenile behavior. It showed you were insecure. Hold my heart.
Both of them. Both
Weird.
of them.
Yeah.
Chance and what's his name? Dunbar. No manners, both of them.
Or should I say Dunbar? Like, I mean, hold my heart. Hold my heart. As you say,
hold this man.
As you talk about how I'm going to basically kick your ass, but then you say Jesus in the next sentence.
Yeah.
Odd.
It was just obnoxious behavior.
And she thought it was cute. It was as she was trying to tell a therapist.
Behavior. Yes. Because in her mind, and just like she tries to say, he tries to say, she's a dominant woman. So they both have this narrative. They're playing
child's games.
Relationship. They're not really in a mature relationship yet.
Not at all.
She wants to put this thing out there. I am an alpha woman, and so is he. And both of you are neither, right? But she wants to put this narrative. And he tells her, she's a dominant woman, and so if she's a dominant woman, I must be a dominant man, in order to have a woman like this.
Yeah.
That's why he goes into the thing of, I have to teach her how to be domestic. And stuff like when your partner, who's a man, is so involved with what you're doing at home,
red flag.
It is a huge red flag because, like,
why are you so concerned about?
I'm not going to be concerned with you, how you're making your money and what you're doing, and I'm going to come tell you, and I don't expect you to tell me either. But he has no respect for her. He wants to dominate her.
Yeah.
And control her.
Yeah.
And she doesn't even. I think she does realize, but she doesn't want to admit it. Because if she admits that this guy is controlling me, then that means that I must not be that strong woman persona that I'm trying to carry.
Or the one that he is trying to make her think.
Exactly. But he is striving to control you.
I have the right to choose who my woman spends her time with.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, he is in her house. He just told you that he is giving you the choice to choose if you can go out with him or not.
And she's like, he's a king. He's a man. And,
just because he's a king don't mean that he is one.
No.
That was just a foolishness.
Yeah, not because you say it and he says it. That means he's a king. And I don't even know what he's controlling, what he is king of. Just try to focus on yourself. Get control of yourself, Dunbar. You have to become a master of yourself, master of your emotions.
That was just ridiculous.
But it's not sustainable. It really isn't. No. Trying to control every aspect of your partner's life.
They've only been together 1 year. If this is what it's like in the beginning, my God, I can't even imagine how it's like in marriage. And I know she was like, well, I know if he wants me to go to Las Vegas, he'll go marry me right now. Yup, I would. Of course he would. So he can control you. Well, he has more impetus to control you. You're my wife. I'm your husband. You need to do what I say. Yeah. And that's what's going to be next. So of course he wants to marry you.
Well, what she was trying to say is he wants marriage and I don't. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to build this narrative. Both of them.
Like I'm a hard
catch. They are working so hard. You know who they remind me of? They remind me of Cody in Sister Wives. You try to control this narrative, to put out this narrative of who you are.
And you just expose yourself, really.
Exactly. Because behind that facade that they both have, there has been some trauma. Behind that facade that they both have, there's a little boy and a little girl. And if you just kind of touch that area, they're going to crumble. It's there.
As you saw
It's
the
there
man bawling,
behind. Yeah.
bawling his eyes out. I need her to feel.
I have no idea what happened. I was just like, just
okay, something ain't right up there. But hey.
So, oh wow, but this is going to be very, very interesting.
Oh yeah, and I also want to quickly touch on Joshua and Joya. That man actually don't give a damn about you. He told you to go be free. She was upset that he set no boundaries. So she comes and says, "Oh, I removed the crumb from his lip and he kissed my hand."
Yes.
Then he flipped it and said, "Well, I'm a gentleman, so I might be doing the same thing." Obviously, you cared more than he actually cared. Yeah. He doesn't really care about you. No. He wants his freedom. He sees that you want to have a child. He's not about that life. He probably wants to go get a younger woman who's not as desperate or who is needing a child. That's not what he's going to go do. He'll wait another 10 years to actually, go and get a woman pregnant. But his goal is to get rid of you and to go get a younger woman, probably in her 20s, and go live his best life traveling. That's where he is.
Yeah, he said he wants to travel now.
He wants the freedom. And you are here talking about how you want to get pregnant next year and you're 38.
And he has a child. So he probably paying that child support.
Yeah.
And he's thinking to himself, like...
Yeah, no, I knew this.
Obviously he doesn't see the future with you. I don't know. But
she talks about a baby instead of marriage. She's like, well, I want to have the baby. Remember the dog? Yeah. She's like, where's marriage and where's the kids? And she's like, well, I want to get pregnant next year. Yeah. I heard nothing about marriage
as early as next year, she said.
I'm like, girl, I am not getting pregnant by no man who has not committed to me. You got to be out your last
first they did talk about marriage, but then when she asked her, like, the goals were, when do you see that happening? Don't look at him. When do you see that happening? She said, the baby next year. Did not talk about the marriage. All of a sudden now, it's like, okay, I'm willing to put, what you're telling him is, I'm willing to put the marriage to the side if you will give me a baby, right?
You know what that means? That means child support. That's what that means. No marriage and a baby. Yeah. You want a baby with no marriage? That's child support for him. That's what he sees.
That's exactly how he sees it.
So my thing is...
She's out. Zen!
Oh my God! Cat decided to run out the gate like she ain't got no sense.
Yeah.
But we're back.
She is ready. She is getting herself ready. That's all I can say.
My cat is not for the streets in no way, shape, or form.
But yeah, I think that this guy, Jace, what's his name? Jace or Joya?
His name is Jasha. Jasha? Jashu?
Interesting name. Actually a nice name. Anyway, I feel like he is really looking forward to going out with his dates. And he's going to be doing some things, I believe. That's why he didn't want any boundaries. He was like, oh no, we don't have to do any boundaries. That's what I think.
I wish he was mad about that.
And even as she was walking out with this guy, he turned his back and was walking towards the couch. He didn't even wait for them to shut the door behind them.
No, ma'am.
So, yeah, I mean, you've been with him for 2 years. You're a beautiful woman. Girl.
I'll move on.
Yeah. She seemed to really like the other guy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
You just think he came on too strong for me.
Oh, the other guy?
Yeah.
I mean,
he was doing a lot. But I mean, obviously he was doing a lot because he could see that the guy didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah. All calling her beautiful and all this stuff. I like green. Ooh, you look. And the man said nothing.
No, he didn't.
I'm sure she was hurt by that. Yeah. I would be.
He was just standing there, like, okay, don't worry when I'm doing my stuff. Do not worry at all. Now, how about that girl when he bought the roses?
Oh, I liked him.
And he said the last time I bought roses, she said Valentine's Day. He's like,
damn, that's last year. And then he even was like, the other thing is, he already set him up in the beginning. He walks in there and says, oh, it's about time, because I haven't taken her out in a minute.
I know.
So you're basically telling yourself, oh, I haven't taken her out. You're basically, and the thing is, the way he said it, it was as if he was like, thank God someone else is taking her out, so I ain't got to do it.
He takes her for granted. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's that friend of yours who really is not your friend. He hasn't been friends with you through the years.
Yeah.
But you have been loyal to this friendship.
Yeah.
Okay? And if it was left to him, you guys will still not be friends. He goes, marries who he wants to marry.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't work out.
Then he comes calling
because at the end of the day, the person you are, you're not changing.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what woman you end up with, you're still going to be the same. So that did not work. But he has some financial obligations now that he's divorced. And so I think he just circled back to her.
Yeah.
He does the bare minimum.
Because he knows she won't expect much.
Yeah, because she's like, oh, she's always been around regardless. She stayed around me.
And you would tell she's going to be loyal because she literally made no effort to dress up.
No.
Wore some leggings and some gray frumpy t-shirt.
Yeah.
And just brushed her weave.
Yeah.
And like, made no effort, but he knew that's what she would do. That's why he's not really pressed. You know she ain't going nowhere. She made no effort to dress up. At all.
And really, he's telling on her too, because the guy's going to be like, if she ends up with this guy, he's going to be like, well, you don't have to do much for her.
Because
the other one did it. So no matter what little I do will be enough.
Obviously, the last time he gave her flowers, it's been a long time because she held onto those flowers throughout the date. You would think he would leave them at home.
Yeah.
But no, she wanted to keep it throughout the dates.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a little bit sad.
I know. That was very sad. So, we'll see.
Now you want to come home?
But, yes. You guys get in the comments. Let us know. But it's going to be juicy.
A good one.
And I am looking forward to it.
Yes, y'all. But it's Mary.
And Alma.
You like, that's a like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below.
Bye.